All right, machama lungi abekude ku macha era nga tutambudde naye ku miramu egyenjawulo. Of course egizimba eggwanga engineer bali mwezo tukulamusizaako and of course hulikayo nateera lunaku lupya wiki mpya of course tugenda kubanga tukyatunuulira emirimu gyaffe egyenjawulo era nga tubaleetera abantu abakugu mu areas ez'enjawulo. Of course ebibuuzo oba olina bingi nnyo and that's why tubaleetera abantu we bati ababeeko biboogerako nammwe naye nga tunagenda wala ndowooza kansooka empiseewo obubaka bw'amazaalibwa buno. Okay, Ronald Mugalya ali awo ne batabani be basatu bali mu kulaba Mwasuze Mutya. Message eva wa mwami ngegenda wa mchala era esoma nti through thick and thin, in the good days and the hard ones, you have remained my constant. You have supported me, believed in me, and given me so much joy. Okay. You have nurtured my babies with a love that words can barely explain. You are beautiful soul inside and out. I'm grateful. Chigize. Okay, kale eyo ndoza gyenja okusembyayo kangende kuona omwana omulala omuto ekifaananyi bagira bakiteekayo mpola mpola. Happy second birthday to you, my sweet girl Bella. In just 2 short years you've filled my life with so much love, laughter and magic. You're my answered prayer. I promise to always be here to protect you, guide you, and cheer you on. Mommy loves you forever. That's from Mommy Josephine. Happy birthday to you, my little girl. And then the third message reads, happy birthday to the beautiful little princess. May your life always be filled with love, happiness, good health, and endless blessings. And to Mamito Claire Maria, I'm so proud of you for the love, care, and dedication you've given to the baby. You're doing an amazing job being a wonderful mother. May God continue to give you strength and wisdom as you raise her. Happy birthday to the little angel. Uncle loves you so much. That's Prince Darius official. That's the message. And of course, simanyi bekifaananyi kiri kize ekyamukyala Lilian Mugalya. Oh yes, that's the lady. Okay, the message is from the husband Ronald Mugalya. Ali awalaba ne batabani be ne family yonna. Shalom Ethan and Roman. Bagambye, through thick and thin, in the good days and the hard ones, you have remained my constant. You have supported me, believed in me, and given me so much of yourself. And to the family, you have nurtured my babies with a love that words can barely explain. You are a beautiful soul inside and out, and I'm grateful every day that I get to call you mine. Happy birthday to the love of my life. Love is a beautiful thing. Happy birthday to you, Lilian Mugalya, from your family, your husband, and your 3 handsome boys. Okay, now sponsors. Of course, Mwasuze Mutya is proudly sponsored by Rose Foam Mattresses. Baleseyo product impia. It's called but of course it's one of those mattresses babaletera buli kanaku. Rose Foam Bone Lux Spring Mattress. You know, on top there is a 4-inch high density layer that adds a luxurious feel without compromising support. And of course the design also promotes natural airflow. Of course omufali sogo gweba kone nga towulira bugumo gwetaze also kuba ku number 07810968 and 49. And of course, Relief sanitary pads. We have Relief sanitary pads 2 sizes. That's regular and max. And every pack has 8 sanitary pads and 2 free panty liners. Now that gives you more value. And of course, it's made with pure soft cotton to give you up to 8 hours of comfort and while remaining gentle on your skin. And of course, it's extraordinary long design. It's meant to protect you from any leakages. And of course, just pass by any supermarket and grab yourself that Relief sanitary pads for gentle relief. Bio oil, of course, for scars, stretch marks, and uneven skin tone. Please make sure you grab yourself one pack of bio oil. Try it; you will not regret it. Today we are starting the week with Sasha Vybz. bwenjogera erinnya eryo obwongo buddukirawo ne mmanya emirimu egy'amaanyi omwami ono gy'akoze mu music industry ate kati ne mu film. Yes, gy'ali nnyo asimbye amakanda agezaho okulaba nti creative industry agikyusa bulala nnyo nnyo. Ate omwami ono of course yatandika nakuba bifaananyi ate later on neeyongerako n'agenda nga yeeyigiriza ye kennyini the creative ways he can discover himself. N'agenda ku mitimbagano n'abaako byayiga nga yeeyigiriza ye nga ye. Ate later on n'abaako ensi gye yagendamu okuyiga ebya film, that is South Africa. N'ayiga ebya film production ate neeyongerako obukugu. Weewaawo bwe twogera ku Sasha Vybz videos nyingi nnyo naye tujja kugenda mu maaso eyo nga tuzimenyaamenya. Of course n'abayimbi ba wano almost bonna, then n'afulumako ne ensalosalo za Uganda, Diamond Platnumz, Koffi Olomide ne baani bonna bangi nnyo. Naye omwami ono kyekimufuula ew'enjawulo, biki byakola mwe bibeewuunyisa yeezimbye okuva wano paka ate ku level gy'aliko kati. What does success mean to him, and of course his struggles, the realities of the industry, n'ebintu engeri ebize bikyuka ye, how is he coping with the changing eras, and of course abantu bakola nabo ye babogerako ki ku mirimu gino egy'enjawulo gy'akwasaganya. Kale ndi ne Sasha Vybz, Ian akankwasa gwe tunalondako olwaliro. Agenda tugulyawo wiiki tutandika n'amaanyi tukyali ku creating your own opportunities in this space we are in. Kale nange Stella Nate paka sawa nya. Okay, tulide Ian akankwasa. Asobole mumanyi Sasha Vybz. Kirungi nnyo n'omanya erinnya ly'omuntu kubanga ebintu bino ebigenda nga bikyuka omuntu ono. Bambi tukatusuubire emboozi y'olunaku olwaleero egenda kubaako kyekuyigiriza. Tugenda ebuziba mu conversations eza creative music, film and art altogether. And of course omwami ono gwe twogerako, he has spent so many years in this and he understands and he should be in this particular space. Ian, wasuze otya?
Wasuze otya nyago?
Gyendi. Wasuze otya eyo?
Tuli munange.
Amakya malungi. Obiru.
Tugezaako bannange.
Bigenda bitya?
Gye tuli mpolampola, industry tugitwala mpolampola. Tugezaako.
Wow. Yes, abatuzaalira omuntu waffe ono omwana wattu atadde ettaffaali eddene nnyo ku industry yaffe eno bali batya?
Gye bali munange.
Bakuzaala wa?
Kati nze ni musajja Mukiga.
Okay.
Era nzaalwa e Kabale, Nyabikoni.
Gye bakuzaala eyo gy'owangalidde, I mean novayo
nasibuka
gyosibuka
gyesibuka eyo.
Omuto Ian ono kiki kyosinga okwebaliza bazadde bo okusigamu?
Sijja kulimba bintu bingi naye kintu kyeseerabira nali maze form 6 I think nga ngezaako okujja Kampala tutandika okuyiiya. Kati nze muzeeyi wange yaŋŋamba ekintu kimu n'aŋŋamba, mutabani ng'egyogenza gy'omaze form 6 maze high school genda oyiye naye tonyomanga mulimu. Yes, so he instilled that in me because yali musajja makanika, so I would see him work every morning and every day trying to make sure he put food on the table for us. So that really instilled so much discipline and patience in me. And of course, did you grow up in an environment, supportive environment? Yes, very supportive. My parents are still together till today, almost like 40 years plus.
What?
That's amazing. Yes.
Of course, twogenda ku bazadde wabeewo values ze bateeka mu mwana n'akula nazo era ne zimuyambako paka wano wooli. And of course n'emirimu gy'otandika omuto Ian, simanyi ebiroto ki bye yali alina gwe ebiseera by'omaaso byalinga bifaanana bitya ku gwe omuto?
Kati biroto byange I was a very quiet person. Kati mu kubeera nga ndi musajja musirise nnyo, I had a creativity, a spark in me because nali njagala nnyo fine art. So mu budde bwange buno nga sina bye nkola, I would basically sit down, create write down some stories, draw some pictures, paint some pictures in my art book, and then I would basically tell stories around. But I didn't know that it was going to become of importance later. But I was really intrigued with books as I was reading books like the Harry Potter. I was reading books like the Shoemaker. So I loved paintings. I love, and I think my family, most of my family, my cousins were actually very good artists. So nakuja mu family nga tukuba bifananyi.
Kati nga bobalaba nabalanga babikola nawe.
Naye nga getting inspired.
Yes. Getting inspired in a way, and of course the parents also were supportive in that. Kati mwana ono tumira.
Kale babirabanga naye nga bomanyi. Mzee wange yali musajja musirise nnyo. And he was highly supportive because I think I never got any criticism from him. Kubanga buli kyenaletanga nga njagala muwulira this, I want to do this. He'd be like, okay, if you think that is good for you, go ahead and pursue it.
And of course, mukube bifananyi because we were taking photography.
Yeah.
And tell me about how, you know, this whole out of like free time kuba bifananyi to like holding the camera and taking still pictures.
Kati munange maze Form 6, I don't remember the year, or maybe 2007, 2008. Twali tumaze prom. Simanyi batu bino obudde naye batu buyina nja kutera our story. So prom yange twajja ne tukuba ebifaananyi. Nali nsomera Kampala Secondary.
Okay.
So nenzija ne nkuba ebifaananyi back then. African Images. Simanyi oba ogimanyi, yali one of the best studios ngekuba that Photoshop pictures nga bakukuba olususu novayo enanga ofaanananga modo. Kati studio eyo nembanga nkomyeyo okujja nengamba muzeeyo manyi kati kangendeke Kampala ngende njiye. So we najja okuyiiya nensooka nengamba kama ngende ku studio eyo nengenda nenzigyayo ebifaananyi. But you know, I was so happy with the way the pictures came out that I remember asking the guy, it's called Kibi. Shout outs to you, Kibi, wabanga akyaliyo. Kibi yali musajja nga mukubi wa bifaananyi nnyo ku African Images. Kane Kibi bino ebifaananyi mubikola bitya? Nangamba tubikola naye nenjala kuyiga nangamba yinza obutakuyigiriza kuba wano tuli busy nnyo. Naye waliwo guy wange akola studio, alina studio yawe Wandegeya. Mpozi nsobola okumukubirako n'ogendayo n'akuyigiriza. So I was so intrigued. I was really curious on how these pictures were made. Era nampa enamba nenkubira omusajja in a day or 2 or 3 yali ampadde omulimu because natuukayo ku studio nangamba egayigwe oli muwanvu nnyo. I was very tiny and tall. Nangamba ojja kuwalampa era ddala emiti ojja kukuba ebifaananyi ebirungi era nangamba jangu enkya ngenda kuyigiriza.
Okay, abavubuka right now abantu abatulaba audience nene nnyo and omuntu wabanga atandika tubeera afraid, we have the fear of banaye kati ngenda kukola ntya. Good enough baku opportunity eyo kaseera ako. What did it mean to you, like moving forward baku training? How did the whole experience go for you?
Kati ekyokubeera ng'otya, I understand because nowadays pressure mungi. Naye ebiseera ebyo, which is not far ago, I would say 12, 13 years ago, there wasn't that much pressure like now. There was more of passion. Nti nze wenatandika naye njagala nnyo the art form. But I was curious. Njagala kuyiga, naye njagala kuyiga buli kimu from how they switch on the camera, ku cable, engage by setting up lights. So I was very curious. So I think curiosity. Ntubanga ekintu ngoli so curious, ngoli so naive, ngoyagala kubeera ngoyiga ekintu. I think what you go better. It's like as if you enter a dream. For some reason you wake up and you've already gone there. But as long as you're motivated, you're passionate about something, hey, watambuze ekintu pola mpola.
Okay, oyingidde mu kati okukwata like music videos. Kati no tugenda mu the shift of, because engeri ebintu gye byali back then siwe biri kati ate nawe waliko era still trend gy'oleese ekintu ekirungu ekyenjawulo. Tell us that shift. How does it look like?
Kati okuwa background or context, I would want to first give a big shout outs to photography, because photography yanzimba nnyo in a way that I think most people overlook it. Era I think nali wano nkolera wano Gyenvudde Wandegeya najja nembeerako wano. Era shout outs to you Mr. Tendo, nali ku Globe Tech wano nga nkuba weddings. Kati okutandika okushootinga weddings nali mukuba bifaananyi. But you see, photography gave me what they call rehearsals. And you see, those rehearsals shaped me in a way that I could learn framing, I could learn how to take pictures, because mubeera ku wedding mudduka mangu light ekyuka, olina okukyusa aperture, you have to change your shutter speed, you have to frame in just a short period of time with so much pressure, the heat, you have to compose a wedding in a way that by the end of the day, omugole bw'oba album it tells a story.
Of course it
so
does.
That instilled so much discipline in me. kati kuvaawo ne ntandika because cameras zaali prior to 360 cameras coupled, I don't remember the name, but 360 ezo zaali zikola mostly I think 720. I think some were shooting HD as well. But 360 zalina 3 colors, the red, green and blue. Okay. So that technology weyajja negata colors is esatu. Okay. Nebanga is sort of displaying in one camera. So this is now before the HD. Kati camera generally nkozesa yali yabifaananyi bali bagita camera 5D Mark II era abakubi babifaananyi simanyi oba muzimanyi naye abasinga baleka babimanyi. So 5D Mark II eyo I remember I got a job. It was Maro. So Maro nangamba naye kamera zazze ennaku zino kifaananyi kyazze. I think I could have been the first ones or could have been the second one to use that camera. Naye Maro nangamba I want to do a video. Nangamba naye omanyi sina sente bulungi naye tulabe ng'ekyo kikola nga wato 5 blood njala kushutinga video eno ate nange njala kulaga kiki kyenkola kiki kyensobola. So nangamba kale tusetinge bulungi. I think I remember yampa ntolo gyalinga 8. Ebiseera ebyo zaali sente nyingi nnyo for someone who was renting in a room not even 8 times that. So I remember him paying that money. Kamera zijukira najja ku studio without permission. I think I had a wedding the day before. Shooting a wedding. Camera charges are ku office. Era Mr. Teno Sonyua. But you know, Nensula that day, the next day nengena shooting a video all about Miss Steel Hotel. Walinga barracks shooting a video about Jitabi well. Maro. Okay. My first video, I remember nalimuka taxi equipment wangali kunguru with my friends. Apangisa taxi nenekako equipment, nenekako my crew. Neerandiza kansanga netugenda ku set ne to shootinga. Wow. Yes. Kakati
toke tuddeko kayima gakatono nnyo. Wanonga oyingira, of course your first video, that Maro video. Simanyi oba wali confident enough nti sichikolangako. I've done photography and it has taught me a lot. But now I'm going to go into a video.
Sija kulimba still I was so confident.
Really?
I had zero fear because ngabe nkugambye nti photography yampa background. You see, when you're doing photography, you're dealing with a lot of people. You're dealing with brides that have egos, bridegrooms that are so impatient, you know, MCs that are tossing you around, but of course crowds. So I think already nali nfunye training. So me shooting that video, it was, I remember I didn't even have a script. Naina story. Nasula njirozako almost. I remember, okay, for a week. When I got on set, I didn't even have notes, but I remember I knew where I wanted to put each position. So I knew each set where it had to be, what time it had to be. So now I've been rehearsing already.
Okay. And now from ekifaananyi kino okangeza okubya omugoli oba okubya omuntu yenna still picture. Now here they're moving pictures. Ogenda creating a story. There are times you're creating a story using pictures, then this time moving images to really create a beautiful story. That makes sense. I wonder abebuuza video yeri ku screen gye batweddeyo yebiweewo.
Ebiweewo ensambya me still weetudde kati.
That was Sasha Vybz.
Sasha Vybz.
Video. That's it. And imagine that quality. Shift ya amaanyi.
Listen, that had never been seen on TV before.
At that time.
That had never been seen on TV before. Because you have to remember, when you're taking pictures, like I said, pictures are kuba kifaananyi frame by frame. So enjawulo ya pictures ne video nti bw'okuba frame by frame, video zibeera mu frames 25. Nti bw'oba okuba kifaananyi kimu, bw'oba ku photography, eyo video mba nkuba bifaananyi 25. 25 pictures, like they're all taken at the same time to create a video.
Okay.
When sort of describing anti walabanga ngeri gye twabeeranga mu ssomero, some students would draw pictures on a paper, different pictures, and then they fold the book like this, not displaying, not flipping at that, and then in those frames you create a visual, and that's how you can easily interpret video together.
So please now let's go back to the shift. How have things changed? Now there is technology. What has changed?
I think it was body centrics. Basajja bali bamaanyi nnyo. I think I remember ngancha kuba bifana. You remember I went on set. Bali ba shooting. I think this is how we do it. I can't remember very well. Yali musajja El Bashir, Chamuzi Bashir. Nengenda ku set ye. Yali shooting abakeko ne ba radio. Nensoka netuka ku set nenda ba guy was setting up. And to be honest, before then, days of Chipepeo,
yes,
no pushing. I think around 2008. 2007,
yes,
technology is and sets now, there was so much attention to detail. It's entirely all back in the day, because back in the day, people would just shoot videos in one position. When the new emergence of Afrobeats, you see, Afrobeats has so much credit in the way that it shaped the way you see Africa, because the Nigerians back then were shooting so many high-end videos, flying to South Africa, videos like Oleku by Ice Prince, Semanyo Kaimbo Kamanyi, so many songs by Dibanj. So videos are instant so kuchuka. Kati guno mlembe gwa fe guno mlembe gwa Babashil sisu gwa fe. Ngabazira banabo. So mlembe gwa Babashil watwala ku video nga but it would be the days of Dibanj. So kati fe mlembe gwa fe kuyingira music videos gwa mlembe gwa Oleku. The Ice Prince, J Martins. That is our transformation, basically. So Afrobeats has so much influence with Ugandan music videos.
Okay. Let's first take a short break.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, we are going to look at the introduction, AI and all that, and the impact of AI onto the creative industry. And of course, he's building a film school. We cannot wait to hear all about it. Let's take a short break. When we come back, with Sasha Vybz. Alright, kulika nnyo mukumbulamu okwo tukyagenda maaso. The show is proudly sponsored by Roseform, Uganda, Bio Oil and Relief Sanitary Pads. And of course, we are still with Sasha Vybz, amanyage matufu Ian Akankwasa, mwami mukiga iranga. Yes, tubulidde first segment yaffe tubadde tumenya gye yakulira, natandikira mu photography ate nebaako byemuyigiriza about music video production, ate era still ali venturing into film and is taking it seriously. Oyo nno ndabawo opportunities nyingi nnyo ez'abaana naddala ddala abaagala okuyingira film production nga tebanalabawo bulungi opportunities, naye eyo gyeziri. Sasha, wetuwumulidde wali tubadde tukyayogera ku the shift, yeah, in the productions and all. Gwe bw'otunuulira music video, sometimes ng'olowooza story eyinza okukyukako ku luyimba kye lugamba, oba do you see the commercial potential of that particular song or the brand of the artist? What do you usually look at when you're doing the music video?
I think what I'm famously known in music videos is I never wanted to follow the script. When I ingira music videos, I wanted to be different. So because enyimba zaffe zino Uganda zisinga nto ofuna oluyimba mu luyimbi naye nga mulimu ebintu bingi, like if you sit down to break down the song osobola okunyumya I think a story for like 12 episodes. But you see, unfortunately, it's a 3-minute song. Yeah. So boy, kutula wansi olowooze, how can I get this video and break it down in bits? But because I sat down and I was like, okay, how can I be different? Because none of our videos people like the Pro Lines, people like the Didak, the Mustars, nga balenyo mostly story based. And you see, you get to a point whereby stories zitukanga zezimu.
Story based?
Yes, because oyimbi oluyimba njagado no muwala na musange no bichi so that becomes a bit monotonous. So when I came in the industry, I focus mainly on the brand. And because I understood most artists, yes, they were singing songs, but they were not brands.
What do you mean?
Back in the day, so your brand is because the world was changing back then. We're entering into a social media kind of era. Facebook was coming up. Yeah. So a brand is someone basically who represents an identity that can be able to get endorsements, can be able to get, different deals. So you have to be able to package yourself as an artist in a way that omuntu wakulaba eri akulaba first of all nga movie star. You see, we twalabanga movies aba Arnold Schwarzenegger, twalaba movies John Rambo. Timutufu ddala, we thought John Rambo was a superhero, like he would
or some people
defeat
immortal.
the whole of he was immortal.
Yes.
So I would give you, for example, a person like Shiba. When I started, I think I'd finished my first year, Naja, but when we sat down and we were trying to create visuals for Shiba and the management, she came in as a brand. A brand and identity. There was so much controversy. There was her music videos where, you know, people would talk about Abanangayamba that, what was, of course she wasn't that much skimpy, but you would finish a video, you'd finish watching a video, ngogamba negwe, chino wachikoze batya, kanzizeyo, bananga tibi chibi baraze, alinga akozeka na kantu. But you see, that was all gimmicks. And, you know, people would, you would watch a video, ngogamba negwe, but it was all playing with your tricks. And as a filmmaker, was a video director, if I can be able to package a brand, or I get you to talk about the video after watching it, then I've left you in awe.
Okay. Doesn't matter whether the person is talking about the video in a weird way or like it has to be,
I don't care, as long as you talk about the video. You see, because attention is currency. And the moment you earn attention from someone, then I already have you.
So esinga tewali nnyo kintu kyolabyemu ekyamanyi musisi ogambe stories ezimu
za bulijjo
and of course
zalinga za bulijjo kuba abantu bayimba ebintu byebimu tebikyuka. So what I would do is basically I would concentrate on set design. Gundi omushiba yambadde ki abana angles zitya kati bana babagira cameras but abali mu creatives, you give them a shot that is so crazy that at the end of the day like So it was really some of these things that binakula ndaba mu movies, but also when nabirabanga mu movies or music videos. Nemvao in South Africa. I don't think I gained so much from South Africa apart from because already nani shooting, nani manyo shootinga. So when I gained there, china jay the confidence. And the confidence to do things. Physically because South Africa was way ahead. So no jao no come on Kampala and Uganda because you have seen them. So that's why I managed to I was managed to create them. Okay.
Now we'll get a Sasha Vybz. What comes with it? Yakuwa price ya bei yebyo omuyimbi oyo simanyi nenga bacha attaching up with that wa bei nizo butamusobola nenga ate waliwo omuyimbi nga n'oluyimba lulungi nnyo yeetaaga video ennungi probably ne storyline eyinza okubanga nnungi but simanye okola otya okubalansinga
byali bya showbiz. And guys, you have to understand, I was a director, but at the same time I had to put up a show. You know, you couldn't see me anywhere. You see, showbiz doesn't stop only with the artist. It goes back to the creative, whoever is creating. If you look at Director X back in Hollywood, when he was shooting music videos for the Jay-Z's and the Beyonce, Director X I think was around like 18, 19 years, but he was shooting big music videos. But because he was this young kid who was creating these visuals, there was so much price tag behind it. So artists, I think I remember I would shoot music videos for let's say 10 million. An artist would say, twamuwa 10 million meka abidi asatu, which works for them. But nange chinkolela. Because at the end of the day, I didn't want to be a director for everyone. I wanted to be a director for a few. But those few people, I would create quality other than quantity, which I think up till today, my music videos would they'll probably stand the test of time because I would be able to do so much. I would be able to do so much.
Because kati ngokola banga gwe olina test joyagala waliwo standard maybe just settings. You need a whole team that thinks like you. You need a whole team that holds the vision with you. How did you choose the best team to work with?
To be honest, it's so many friends of mine that I met along the way. I think people that I started with, I think was around Noisy Preacher, Roy B, a couple of people. So a team is basically what makes a director. Either the best director also has the best team. Because there's no way you're going to be the best director and toina bantu bali loyal. So you have to instill that loyalty in people to be able to wake up every day. But at the same time, the best director is one who instills the vision
to the team.
Nti yabenanga weeks nga bbiri nga tugenda nga tetuna shootinga, let's say video like wale.
Yes.
Tugende Karamoja. I have a team of almost like 40-50 people.
Whoa.
Mulimu modeling agency ereta abana balina okubeera mu video. Mulimu ba bouncer betulina okukosa abana bakubanga engoma. Mulimu crew, camera crew, almost like 10 to 12 people. Mulimu other people. So it is a community of people that have to just basically go to sleep, dream about your project.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, you have to be ready so that tugende Karamoja. So whatever we encounter along the way, it is all comes to the director.
Yeah.
So it has to be so much. It takes the whole community to do a music video.
Of course, it takes the whole community to do a music video, and you've said you don't stick to the script.
Yeah.
So sometimes we said noga and they are cooperative.
Yes.
Because vision.
Sorry, my guys, I remember, but I think our singer nowadays, you see what I was telling you.
Yeah.
They've gotten jobs and they're really in the industry, and I'm really proud of you guys. But in the way that we would shoot a video from morning. So me, I would wake up, let's say 7, organize it and everything. The guys come on set, we set up the sets, we shoot until like 5 a.m. in the morning the next day.
Ooh.
The next day.
That's a lot of content that you have to break down in 3 minutes of a song.
It's also a lot of process because let's say you're shooting a woman like you, I know call like a makeup, and it is day. So all those things you have to accommodate in that time. That it takes so much. And when I love abantu singing about they were shooting down videos, they start criticizing them. I'm like, guys, you have no idea what these artists go through. Because they invest a lot of money, they put in a lot of hard work. There's so many things that happen. Say people get sick, so many accidents, but then you have to, it takes so much to create and put something together in just 3 minutes and put it on TV.
Okay.
So I just feel like people need to be able to give us more credit to some of these pioneers. Yeah.
Please. The connection between the song and the video. Tell us what is there, because sometimes we see a song and you're like, video, and then sometimes you see a beautiful video.
And it works,
Yeah.
I think a video has to be able to represent a song, which I understand. But when I am shooting a video, I know for sure a song already has done its job. If it's a beautiful song, there's nothing much you can do. All you have to do is make sure you guide it to people. But also remember, people watch more than they hear. So if, let's say, I give you something, you would watch something fast. A picture would hit you first before you get in the sound.
Yeah.
So I knew for sure the videos were very important. And no matter how much I was deviating from the story, I had to make sure I had different connections and representation and the background. If let's say someone was talking about I'm in the desert or this one, so then I'll take you to the desert. Yeah, so it has those things. And because you see a human mind subconsciously connects all these dots. Gwespuni feeding ogendo kulaba ngechintu achitegedde era achijema amakuru. But you know, like I said, I wanted to make sure I stood out and very unique and give people a whole different feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at some point we yigiriza kebintu bino ngokosa mtimbagano.
Yes.
And now we have another kangezo omulembo omulala nga kukosa AI pretty much ne universities kati ezenjawulo tulanga AI bamukiriza okubanga it's official, you can use it to study, to research and everything. Kakati omuntu akoseza AI okulaba nti they bring out something. Nona today naje incorporating it somehow. Do you have same results or it's different?
Actually, this is kulimba AI badde okuvadda a long time ago.
How?
For you to understand what AI is, basically a machine that builds off already created content. So what it does is just learns from what has been shot, it combines them and regurgitates or produces work that is slightly unique, but according to how you prompt it, it will give you. So I cannot shoot down AI. Why? Because we're mulembe guno mupya, and most people most people would ask me, "Hey, bana AI yaze kati temugenda film ni no. I don't think that's the thing, because when you go back to how the best example I think I would give you would be even in our editing softwares, would be even audio. You'd look at autotune. Autotune, what autotune would do is basically give you a voice that is slightly angelic, but of course it uses what you have already created, which is your harmony. So what it does is basically tweaks your vocals and packages it right, and then gives you an output that sounds unique. So it has to have something already. So I don't push down AI, because it's, as long as you know the basics, as long as you understand what you're trying to do, as long as you know your end goal, AI has to be seen as a tool. And I tell people who are watching us, please do not be scared. Back in the day, I remember generations, like trends happen in the industry. Back in the day, we used to shoot on tape and cassette. Tapes zava ne kugenda ko CDs. Abana basinga simanyi ba Gen Z bazimanyi. CDs buno bwetwalabiranga ku film. If you guys don't know. So from CDs, before CDs there was cassettes and tapes. Then CDs ne zivaako nga buli kimu kigenze now on a flash drive. Flash drive ne tukange, well, it has gone down a bit. Everything is now on a cloud. So trends have happened, but I think all the creatives there, do not be scared. You just have to be able to follow the trend. Do not be lazy. See AI as a tool that you can use to basically enhance your work. And this is what I'm actually teaching at my film school. I always tell my kids, do not see AI as a shortcut. No. Use it as something that can be able to enhance your work, because as an African storyteller, I would say, yes. Let's say I want to shoot a story about Kabaka Mutesa or Kabaka Mwanga. Building a set in the 1800s would be so hard for me. But you see, because of AI, I can go on the internet and get images of the Sekabaka Mwanga, sorry, not calling Kabaka, Sekabaka Mwanga, create all those images, put them in AI, and basically what it does, it recreates all those things for me. Then I can be able to shoot those scenes and then basically insert. So budget in band is saze. And I think this is a time for us African filmmakers to tell stories, because there's no more complaints, because an AI subscription doesn't take much of what you would have spent on a set. So I see it as a tool. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, because you've said it, and it has to enhance your creativity. Already be over day or creating zech kuyamba koko okongera ko bongezi. Speaking of film, Ogambe, you're teaching your the students so much about production, creativity, and everything. Tell us about this school, and also you be watandikiramu. Ne music videos ati enyonta ikomyeo. Sija kulimba abantu abasinga bagala nnyo kubeera n'amagezi. Naye nga amagezi ago ne babanga tebagawadde bana abaana bato. And because these young people look up to us. So it's so important for a person like me. I'm not selfish. I was like, naye Sasha Vybz over the Sasha Vybz industry kuwagidde. Because they really look up to us and they have no access to us, you know. So I never even thought in a single day that I would be a teacher, because I hated school back in the day. But I'm so thankful I went to school, because it taught me so much to do with discipline, taught me the basics of life, but also things that I don't think I would have been able to attain. So the film school came up in a way that, in a way of, first of all, giving back to the community that has supported me all these years, the young people who have watched me, the few industries that I've inspired. Some of them I wouldn't want to mention names, they are big people now, but I wouldn't want to keep this knowledge at the end of the day and not give it back to these young people. So, njala kusomesa bana abana, or because I have been doing that a couple of years, for all these years, and we built an industry around it. So I want to now make it professional and give back this knowledge to these young people, and they can be able to carry the torch and tell the Ugandan stories. You're giving back to these young people. Yes. What are you giving back to them? Which gaps have you seen that you can really help? So when I joined, there was so much big of a gap of skill, and two things that I would go back to was how to use a camera, because everyone has a camera, but you do not know how to scratch that camera to give you the best product. One of the most important things as well that I teach would be lighting. Because most of our lighting, when I would look at our shows, there would be flat lighting. I would have to go back and tell students that, you see, when you're painting a picture, when you look at life, it is full of shadows. So you have to look at someone that the sun is coming from this side. There's also a shadow here. That means if I have a wall, I don't expect the light to come from this wall. The light has to come from the sun, which is the window. So some of these basics I'm teaching them, but also I teach them identity. Things like how can a director, how can you stand out? How can you be the next Sasha Vybz? Because it didn't just happen by mistake. I tell them, guys, you also have to have an identity, a story. People have to be easy to relate to you. So some of these things you have to think about, but also discipline, being very humble as a director, you know, understanding that you have a team to lead at the end of the day. But follow protocol, follow time. You know, there's so many things involved. So all these things I'm instilling and basically putting up a very professional industry. Ugandan industry wasn't that professional, I wouldn't lie to you. 10 years ago, it was bad.
Bw'oyogera noga nti you're giving back. Ndoza akasente kajja kuba kasaamusaamu.
Kasaamusaamu, but at the end of the day, also I'm giving out scholarships.
Wow.
As just a few people, because there's people really you see on social media that are creating, that have so much knowledge about it. So we give them a scholarship. And for me, it is something that I feel I would be proud enough and to leave a legacy. So it is a very, very important project for me.
Okay. When we talk about films or Ugandan films, abantu abasinga nja kyogera openly nti tebagenze into a film school bafuna bakwano baabwe ne basonda sente ne bagamba kati tuwandike story tukolebwa tuti. So most of those things tuzenga tubyekolera ffe nga ffe, you know, nga tweyigiriza tukola kino golowooza such institutions eziyigiriza these kind of things binabaako etafali ebigatta ku productions tulina
nnyo because osanga nange singa genda eri amagezi gye gaali I wouldn't have been Sasha Vybz. I'm not saying film school has to be the must, but it teaches you the basics and it professionalizes your work, and that also makes you understand that you're not only competing with Uganda, you're competing with the international market. So the far cry right now in the Ugandan industry is how can we get our movies to be watched across the world, which I think we still have to go back to the foundations and institutions we have to set up in Uganda, which we don't have. Hence why I'm doing this, because I would have gotten my money that I've saved all these years and say, you know what, Neda, can't shooting a movie yange nekati movie njagikola. First of all, there's no community. No communities, there's no culture that does support and love go. But I would shoot a movie, it'd be so expensive for me because there's low skill. Low skill, that means high costs of production. No cinemas, you know, you don't have people to support you on set. So institutions in Ozia and Banti, they promote a community, a culture of creatives that not only watch your movies, but they support, they work with you, but also create ideas. So if I can be able to spark a creative idea from some of these students, they come on my productions, shoot, and then produce movies and create all these amazing content that we can be able to push the Uganda narrative. Okay,
let's look at the power of collaborations, because right now we believe, as I told you before, budgets are a problem, and all those costs of production. What do you think a filmmaker right now atandika kyasinga okwetaagira ddala?
The most important thing is to have an amazing story, which I think abantu abasinga they overlook stories, because a story is a very good foundation. But also, get away from the norm. Abantu abasinga bamanyi okushootinga amaloga ono simanyi biki, stories are bulijjo. Think about something. So many stories that you can tell. There's so much history in Uganda.
Of course.
So you think about an idea that no matter how you think is controversial, go ahead and shoot it. The young people, the Gen Zs, there's so much, so many things the Gen Zs are dealing with. Depression, drugs, and there's so many things that we don't get to talk about as a community. And because Uganda is a very traditional country, so most people are shy to even sit down and create a kissing scene. Guys, we do these things behind doors. Why can't you go ahead and do it? You know, it's well, I understand, but remember, we took the work on Netflix to take a call money to be that. But I understand it's a traditional country. But what I'm trying to say here is sit down, tell the stories that make you uncomfortable. At the end of the day, someone there will be like, oh, wow, this is an amazing story.
Okay.
I'll give you an example of Wale Wale. When I shot Wale Wale Chameleon, Twaga flying a drone, a Moroto. This was probably the first drone shot ever filmed there. Ooh. Because in Moroto, they're small huts, and that when the music video came out, everyone who was watching, so things like that. There's so many stories to tell in Uganda that I don't think people have an idea.
Okay.
So be original, stay original, stop copying Nigerian or American movies. Don't be American. Be authentic. Okay. Be an authentic Ugandan filmmaker.
Stuff like research, budgeting, please. Yes. A little bit.
So from budgeting, I think nowadays, there were complaints because 15, 12 years ago, a phone can shoot a movie, and I want to speak to you people who are watching us. A phone can shoot a movie. Get friends. And because when I was starting, I had a community of friends. And these friends believed in me. If I can be able to tell a story, even if it's someone next to me, if they believe in that story, that means these same people can be able to be my actress. They can be able to be, you know. So it's a lot of things. Okay. It's cheap now. Things are very cheap. So be able to combine, get yourselves together. You can still shoot a movie.
Okay, thank you so much. Where is the school located? And
the school is located in Chitintale. Just right behind Sales Restaurant, opposite Total. Okay. Petrol station.
Sales Restaurant?
Sales.
Okay.
Sales Restaurant, Chitintale. So, yeah.
And then intake,
so we're starting in October. Okay. We want to start small because I didn't want to overwhelm myself. This is something new that I'm doing. But of course, I have professionals behind it. That also these professionals that I've managed to work with. And it involves so many directors that I've also inspired. A couple of them will come in and give pep talks to the students. So many other people. I wouldn't want to say so much, but yes, directors like Clarence Peters, T.J. Mori. So these people will be coming in to be able to make this, inspire these students. Okay. So yes.
Okay. Tisibula abantu bafe tuinaida chikemu.
Yeah.
What would you love to say?
Banange Balabia TV. Thank you so much for watching us. My name is Sasha Vybz, Yanakamkwasa. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and I want to tell all these young people who are trying to create, please stay humble. Be disciplined, stay off drugs. A director means that you have to be able to tell a story, but when you carry a story, there's so much responsibility with it. So you have to make sure that at the end of the day, you inspire people, but please make sure you tell a story.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sasha Vybz.
Thank you so much.
How have you managed to stay grounded after everything like you've achieved?
To be honest, I would still go back. Still go back to my parents. Shout outs to you, Mr. Jimmy Kaito and Hope Kaito. Thank you so much for raising a disciplined son. You know, I give all the shout outs to them because you know they managed to instill all this discipline.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much, Sasha Vybz.
Thank you so much.
Wetutambudde nate era ndowooza tunaaba lulibolo ne tukomyawo munanga ate n'oyongera okutafuta ensonga zino eza creativity ne industry yaffe nga bwe kirimu ya music ne film. Kale team yonna mbebaza nnyo nnyo abadde mu control room, Rose Foam, Bio Oil and Relief Sanitary Pads. Thank you so much, and of course I wish you a beautiful week. We are still bringing you guys more and more guests that are going to add something to your life. Mweraba mbere bulungi.